What's going on, all you foxbody fanatics? Well, we're back here today. The concrete has cured. Well, it takes 28 days to cure, but it's been a week now. It's solid. Obviously, able to drive over it now without a problem. Really happy with how it turned out, but we still got that big gap on the bottom, and we still got the gap all around the sides. So what we're going to do today is we're going to seal the garage door shut for the winter, because right now, just wasting heat, and there's still a chance of mice and all that getting in. So that's what we're going to do today. So follow along. So you can see that's just not going to cut it. So what we've done is we've bought this garage door bottom, and I've never installed one of these before, but I guess that's what we're doing today. That's going to go on the bottom, and I bought a giant roll of polyethylene plastic, which, like every year, I'm going to staple, and then I'm going to use sealer tape, red sealer tape, tuck tape, and get it all sealed up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what I'm thinking for the outside, just to stuff the crack from the outside, is I'm going to go buy those tubes that you use to insulate pipes in your basement and whatnot. They're fairly cheap. They're $2-3 a pop, so I'll buy enough to go all the way around, and that'll cut the wind from that side, and the bottom seal, and then the plastic. And look, it's going to be what it's going to be, but it's going to be an awful lot better. So let's get after it. So in the kit, you have 2 pieces of aluminum rail, which we're going to screw into the bottom of the garage door. And then you have this seal, which goes into the track, and then it's going to make a U to seal at the bottom. Got the provided self-tappers. So what we've done now is we've measured out and marked where each one of those screws needs to go. Now we're going to screw the rails onto the door. Gotten the first half on. Now this side we have to cut because it wasn't an exact fit for my door. So got the Milwaukee Sawzall out. And that's where we got to make our cut. This aluminum's pretty soft, so it should go fairly easily. So the whole aluminum rail is installed. The important thing is try to get those as close as possible, because this is the groove that the seal goes in. So we'll get the seal ready, get it stuffed, get it cut to shape, and we'll get back with you. We've started sliding it on from this side, and now what we're going to do is we're going to insert the insulation this end and then fish it all the way. So we'll get to it. That's a lot better. Real happy with that. May have to put a really thin piece of strap, like wood strapping, not screwed in or anything, but just to make sure it's extra tight for the winter. But for summertime and everything, this is going to be perfect. Really happy with that result. Now I gotta stuff the corners here, lock the front door, and then I can turn my attention to the inside and taping and plasticking and all that fun stuff, and locking it from the inside for the winter. So that's what the seal looks like installed. Now before we seal the door, what we're going to do is we're going to overinflate all the tires to about 40 psi, keep them from flat spotting. Then we're going to start the 4-cylinder for the very last time, and we're going to hug her up against the wall if the transmission will cooperate. Last start is a 4-banger. What do you guys say? I say it's time. So let's call time of death 116,699 kilometers, which works out to be roughly 75,000 miles for my American friends. So for the last time as a 2-3, let's get the ignition stick. Build up that oil pressure. And you know what? I don't care anymore. Last time. So we've got her wiggled over as far as we can. Still always a good idea to leave some sort of room, you never know. It's going to be tight quarters, but we've pulled drivetrains out of Fox bodies in this exact same position several times in this garage, so it's nothing new, just sucks. So alright, at this point, we're going to be all ceremonious. For the last time. All right, let's close it for the last time of the year. Let's close her up for the season. No light. That's perfect. All right, let's lock it up. Got this pipe insulation now. Now we're gonna go around the side and stuff it with that. Now we're all done from the outside. As you can see, the bottom door seal is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. All the lights are on in the shop. There's no light peeking through. So what we did was we stuffed the pipe insulation real tight into the gap. All the way around here we had to go to a 1-ply because the gap was much tighter on this side. We actually had to use a little pry bar and get the door out to get it in there, so it is very tightly compressed. So it's locked and sealed from the outside. Mother Nature can have her way with us now up north. It can snow, I really don't care. Now what we're going to do is going to go on the inside and we're going to put up a polyethylene wrap on the door from the inside just for a little extra draft protection. So alright guys, we're inside. Got our big roll of plastic. So we stuffed a little bit more of that pipe insulation on the bottom. It was a pretty tight gap. There's a few little spots I could see light and I could still feel a little bit of a draft coming through. So aired on the side of caution and stuffed all that, and you can see where we've stuffed from the outside is all nice and sealed now. So now what we can do is we can put our tuck tape, which is this red stuff from last year, over all the crack, and then unroll some plastic and go from about here all the way to the end wall with plastic, and then it's gonna be as good as it's gonna be. Well, the plastic ended up turning out to be a little bit thinner than I thought, but it's still gonna do the trick. I mean, between the seals and the plastic, and as you can see, it's used the tuck tape, sheathing tape. Anywhere I had to cut to get around the rails, taped it up real good. Everything's screwed in from the inside, locked from the outside. What we did on the bottom here was we took a very thin piece of plywood that was just perfectly 8 feet long and twisted it around the bottom, stapled the plastic to it, because obviously you can't staple into concrete. And then I had these big old heavy blocks that I use when I'm doing mechanical work on the cars. So it's good enough for the winter, and it's closed. It's your first time sleeping at home for the winter, Sweetleaf. And I don't know if you're going to like too much what we're doing to you, but you don't have much of a choice. Well, there you have it. All right, all you foxbody fanatics. So you guys got to see a lot in this episode. You guys got to see me finish sealing the door. As you can see, it is good. We are good for winter. It is nice, warm, and toasty in here. It's cold outside, and I'm in a t-shirt. So, I mean, I can't ask for much better than that. I don't think it's ever been quite so warm in here if it wasn't summertime. And take a good look at Sweetleaf, because this is more than just a winter's nap. Let's let the surgery begin. All right, all you foxbody fanatics. Catch you in the next one. Peace.